What's up, Internet World? We're the News 19 Nerds. We're back. I'm Leroy.
I'm Michael. We didn't really leave.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, not really. This is about normal for us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 9.
Us being on time is the abnormal thing. So yeah.
I mean,
episode 9.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot happening right now. We slight bookkeeping stuff, behind the scenes stuff. We are working on getting you guys some videos to kind of tide you over to with our mugs in them about just different stuff, everyday
Comics,
stuff,
TV shows, video games,
all that stuff. We're working on that stuff.
Trying to do it all.
Yeah.
But back to the matter at hand.
Yes.
Star Trek Picard.
Episode 9.
Is it 9?
Is
it 9? Yes,
it's 9.
According to IMDb, I don't know how to say that. This is at part 1, episode 9.
Yeah. It's
What does that mean?
I wasn't let down by this episode. I don't really know, because this is the next to last episode, right? This isn't the season finale, but I think there's one more episode, I believe, in Star Trek.
If you say so.
I feel like that's what the credits and trailers were saying. Like, yeah, in the season finale of Picard or whatever. I don't know where they're going with this in terms of, I guess we're going to bring all of our characters together, hopefully at the end of everything.
The team up?
Yeah. We're doing spoilers, right, at this point?
I mean, if you ain't seen it, that's your fault.
Yeah, this episode 9, you this deep, then you messed up. Yeah, we're doing spoilers. They made it to Soji's Homeworld.
Yep.
What's it called?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's a place with the 2 red moons, right? Are there 2 moons or something? It's Tatooine? I don't know. Whatever.
Is it Tatooine?
They got 2 suns.
Hey, man, hit him up in the comments.
It's got 2 suns.
Don't come for me.
This place got 2 moons.
Don't come for me. I didn't say that.
Star Wars,
I didn't say
Trek. It's the same, right?
I did not say that. Keep going, man. Keep digging. Let me get you a shovel.
Yeah.
Keep digging that hole.
But yeah. So we get to this planet. Has 2 other. I think it's 2 moons. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It's a world of synths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the coolest part of this episode to me was getting to see Brent Spiner be old, and them playing into that idea. I was like, oh, sure, Data could be modeled after Hugh. I like the idea because it was weird to see Data at the beginning. It was great to see him, but it's like, you do look old. So it was weird that you're not supposed to age or whatever. To me, it was kind of weird to see that. But now I get to see him be old and
You mean Brent Spiner be old?
Yes, Brent Spiner be old.
It's supposed to be old.
Yeah, and there it makes sense. I kind of wish we got to see more of him. Hopefully we'll see more of him in part 2 because they didn't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Who knows? He might be like, yeah, I'm out. He might Harrison Ford this thing and be like, y'all go ahead and kill me off. I'm good. We see Soji,
not Suji.
Soji.
And Sutra.
See, it's too many. Shout out to this episode for having a bunch of twins.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed that or not, but a bunch of people were twins. So that way it kind of helped with the idea of multiple people with whatever. That was kind of cool.
But we don't know why.
Why people look the same?
No, why they're twins.
To me, realistically, I thought that was an idea of why not?
No, in other words, why are there always pairings? So in other words, why there's always 2. So why is that? They never explain why there was Daj and Soji, Sutra and Jaina, or Jana, wherever you. So why are there always pairs?
I don't know. What else did I like about this episode?
That's it.
That's all I could think of. Is like you talk.
This is, guys, I don't even know why y'all watch this because that was just wild. You know what? I've said enough. You talk.
Yeah, you talk.
I don't even know what to say about that. I'm trying to pull it up because some people brought up some interesting things in our last video. So I like this episode. I did and I didn't because there were certain beats that I felt were I'd seen that before. So one of the things that I thought was interesting in this episode was we finally got to the Homeworld. However, it looked like Arizona.
It kind of seems like Star Trek spent all the money at the beginning of the
Yeah,
show.
so-
like now we're just like, oh, this is just a backlot somewhere?
Yeah, so like
It's somebody's house.
So I was like,
It's a nice house.
is this Tempe?
but it's not the future.
Is this the Midwest?
Yeah.
Like, is this Southwest? I don't. So I.
For this world to be like futuristic with sense of like,
And
man,
so
this is real
what I really
plain
felt.
looking.
So that was one of my biggest problems. So you had so we start the episode off with the flower spaceships. The La Serena shows up. Narek is back there chilling. He shows up as well. They get into a fight, and Soji's like, "Kill him! Kill him dead!"
So she's ready to be like, yo, we done.
Soji's like, "Kill him!
Yeah.
Kill him and all his family!"
Yeah.
She's like horsehead in the bed. Picard does his normal Picard, no, we should try to. And I'm like, I get it, Picard. But the one thing I missed that I loved is the difference of Picard's ideals, and you have someone who is dealing with hurt, loss, emotions, pain, of betrayal. I would have liked to have seen that a little bit more. That, ooh, like you did me dirty, and like her trying to from Soji's character to Picard throughout the entire episode. Like, you wanted to save him, but he needed to die, and this is why. And Picard explained to her why we don't. Like, in the heat of battle, I can understand, but why that was a missed opportunity.
I feel like a lot of, and what we're getting from Picard that you may have gotten in that, what you got in Next Generation, you're not necessarily getting in Picard. I don't feel like you get those head-to-heads a lot in Picard.
No, you're not.
And I feel like that's deliberately. You know, like it's different from Next Generation.
I understand. I guess what I'm saying is I understand that, but if Picard, the thing that I liked in the episode when we had, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Let's go back over here. It was. Is it Absolute Candor?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
The episode where we go and we meet, we see Will Riker and Deanna Troi. Was that episode 8, Absolute Candor? That was before Broken Pieces.
Yeah, that sounds right.
The reason why is because you got a little bit of that with being Deanna Troi explaining to Picard, you can't talk to her. You gotta reason with her differently because what she's experiencing is something you've never dealt with. You saw a little bit of it with Picard, where she explained to Picard, you don't know what this feels like. And I feel like that's a missed opportunity in the show. I like the idea of these flower spaceships, but
that was interesting.
It was interesting. It's something different. And
it looked visually different.
And that's one of those things that I was like, that's what I needed. Like, every spaceship doesn't look the same.
That's where the home planet went, with some flowers. So that's why you got Tempe, Arizona house, because his flowers took up all the budget.
I was like,
yeah, that's what happened.
You know what this looked like?
What?
Do you ever remember? Did you ever watch Sicario?
Yeah.
Remember the beginning of Sicario?
No.
When the Allison Peel and old boy from Get Out was in the house, and they was in Arizona.
Oh yeah, with
New
all
Mexico.
the boxes. Yeah.
I was like, why that look like the same neighborhood?
Yeah.
Like, that literally looked like the backyard in Sicario in the beginning of that movie.
Okay.
So I liked that. And then we crash land, and I like this little adventure they went on after they left the Sereno, and then they saw the Borg ship. So you got Narek, who's down someplace. Then you got the Borg ship. They go over there. You see the reunion between Picard and Seven of Nine and Eleanor. And I want to bring up some people were saying, and again, I want to get some of these names right. So one of our
While you look that up, I have a question, commenters. You guys are eagle-eyed about this better than I am, clearly. How did the Borg get to them?
So remember the Borg space. So okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Borg spaceships and the knowledge of Borg is that they're able to open wormholes, and they know where subspace wormholes are.
All right.
So they can travel. That's how they were so deadly in Next Generation and not Voyager, because they know there are wormholes all over the galaxy.
Okay.
And they have mapped them out with all the information that they've assimilated from different people.
Okay.
So they have mapped the galaxy totally different. So remember when the Cerna was able to find one of those wormholes, and Picard was like, "We traveled X amount of light years and X
Like 2
amount
minutes or
yeah,
5,
and
15
so
minutes or something. Yeah.
they're able to do that as well.
Okay.
So they not only, correct me if I'm wrong, not only are they able to know where they are, I believe they have the technology to do that themselves. So 7 and 9 was able to manipulate that Borg cube to get there. We saw it crash land. I love the little interaction between the groups with 7 and 9 and them explaining, getting long range sensors up, and was like, hey, I'm gonna need y'all to work on this.
Yeah.
I like that. Eleanor, and I think it was either Technomaster. I don't see the particular comment. When we were talking and chatting on and with some of our commenters, we were talking about, I said that Eleanor's a wonderful little murder child because he doesn't have the social skills necessary. And we saw that in the Free Cloud episode where Eleanor was like, are we telling the truth now? Mm-hmm. Where he's a master at fighting, he's a master, but that idea of social interactions, he kind of reminded me of Data in a sense where he doesn't exactly see some of the different nuances that we have. Okay. So that's where I disagreed a little bit. Like, I understood where the comment, and again, I want to say it was Technomaster, but I'm not sure.
Technomaster, you let us know.
But it was something we were discussing back and forth, or people in different messages. Mm-hmm. So I like seeing him because he genuinely is happy to see people when he sees them.
Yeah.
And again, another missed opportunity, but or was it where Picard told Eleanor he was happy to see him, mm-hmm. and I feel like Eleanor's journey to a certain extent has the one been left kind of on the cutting room floor.
It feels like we haven't done a lot with his character.
No.
Where we have with the pilot, Rafi, Picard. Rios, yeah.
Put some respect on that beard.
Yes, there we go. Rafi, Alison Pill's character.
Girardi.
Sure.
Agnes Girardi.
And Picard.
So
he kind of feels like, he has not.
I feel like he kind of got left out, and that's maybe part of it. I really enjoyed the communication between the Sense, Dodge/Soji. I really liked how she's awakening, but I need some more answers to certain things, and I loved the idea that this message that the Romulans have been keeping secret and just was not meant for them. Mm-hmm. It wasn't meant for them in a sense of their, and it goes back to that idea of when we saw the women who literally lost their minds. Maybe that's why this message was not meant. But again, it goes back to that question of who sent this warning. Mm-hmm. And so that's interesting. I go back to that thing that you said. The episode had seemed to blow a lot of money on special effects, but these are Synths. They know how to. Obviously, they're smarter than most people. Yeah. The amount of information that they have. Yeah. And y'all live in this little compound.
I mean, that's all they need.
I guess my question was, it just didn't seem. It seemed a little out of place for me. Like you, a whole planet of Synths, and there's about 60 of you.
Yeah. But I wonder if budgetary reasons, that's all they could do.
Well, see, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, is it budgetary reasons, or is there a reason for the pairing? Is there a reason for there not being that many of them?
And to me, they don't necessarily seem that gung-ho about science. They seem almost like hippies. Like futuristic space hippies. Like, we're cool, we're chilling, we're good.
That's the one thing that concerned me, because this is the thing that got me. And it goes back to this idea of, I have this problem with a lot of shows, mm-hmm. themes, whether it be comics, whether it be video games, and I'm going to go into comics a little bit. If you read House of X and Powers of X, you realize the X-Men have always been feared, killed, so they set up this mutant island Krakoa, where they live, and they're
Krakoa!
So they're like, we have our own nation. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I'm getting to this point. They set it up to where they are their sovereign nation. Now, people don't like you. Mm-hmm. People in the past have tried to exterminate you, kept you as slaves. wouldn't you set up some type of defense system? And that's one of my biggest problems in House of X, where people attack the mutants. And they were like, oh my gosh, they're attacking us. And it's like, why are you shocked that people are attacking you? And it goes back to this point in this show. Why are you, as smart as you are, why are you not aware of that people, humans, whatever culture they are, whoever they are, fear the unknown. You attempted first contact with Rios. You attempted first contact to a sense of, okay, straight out, they killed us off the jump. I understand you have flower defense mechanism ships or whatever. And so if these people had come to harm you, you ain't got no kind of security detail, that's the one thing that bothers me about all of this whole idea of the space synth hippie. And it's like, so some people are coming to wipe you out. I'm not saying you need to mobilize an army, but stop being shocked that people want to kill you.
Maybe we will get the other shooter drop, as it were, in part 2, and be like, oh, they got all kinds of defenses. They weren't ready for us to see them yet.
This is my problem. But then that goes back to that idea of when they said, well, we got 15 ships. Or they said 20? They had 20 flower ships. They had a number. And they were like, well, you got enough? And they was like, well, we got 5 now because, y'all took out. And you know that the Romulans are coming. The one person who seems to be on top of it, who understands what is going on, but it's, again, another trope, is Sutra. Sutra seems to understand, okay, what's going on. And then
is that maybe because her other pair,
Jana got killed. But then what bothers me about all of this is, and I understand the nuances of Data and the whole idea of not seeing, but remember the one pair who was keeping watch on Narek. She was about to let him out. And this is what these highly evolved organisms, creatures, whatever you want to call them, since I'm tired of the naive not knowing any better when it is proven that this person, like when they caught Narek, they caught him. And they were rough with him, they weren't. So why was this woman about to let him out and just be like, how would you treat your prisoners? And then she was like, well, how do you treat yours? And he was like, yeah, let's not talk about that. No, like, you have the ability to see whether or not he's lying, because Soji could see that.
But is it a case of they're so far advanced that they seem, we can't even comprehend what they're thinking. So for us, defense mechanisms are, that's just what we know as humans, and being ready for war and being prepared to defend yourself. That's what we know as humans. But the sense...
Nope, I'm going to stop you right there. Because you are a highly intelligent person. I have a knife in my pocket. If I pull this knife out and I have it in a threatening motion, you're going to be like, Leroy, could you not... You could be like, hey, man, put that knife down.
I'm not a synth.
But what I'm saying
You're not a synth.
But that is my question, I guess. Why are we not writing these characters to where they're not oblivious to these motivations behind people who want to do them harm? And that's the one thing that I guess I'm... And maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I can't wrap my head around that. It happened in 87.
Y'all heard that.
It happened one time in 87. I got the weather wrong.
Yep.
That really bothers me because we've seen Narek get into a fight with this La Serna. You know what Soji told you. You have this prophecy that they believe. Where is your instinctive to say, okay, cool, like you're trying to help, but then it wasn't until supposedly old boy killed one of the pairs and Sutra steps up and it's like, I don't even trust Sutra's motivations, but at least she got a plan.
What is her plan?
Her plan is to wipe them out before they wipe her out.
So
and
why did she let Narek go?
Because she believes if I let him, this is the one thing I'm trying to figure out. I feel like she let him go to prove and orchestrate her idea to wipe them out before they wipe us out.
Yeah, remember, but it's like there's a lot going on. It's like, I'm going to double cross the triple cross.
But I guess
you can't double stamp or triple stamp.
What is that?
That's from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I don't like that movie.
I think that's from Dumb and Dumber. Y'all let me know.
Spoiler alert, I hate Dumb and Dumber. Never watched the sequel.
I don't think anybody watched the sequel.
Yes, somebody had to watch it. I've never got... hate me if you want. Did like the movie. I'm having a hard time with this whole back and forth and not recognizing the idea that Narek is a bad guy and there are bad people out there, especially after the first contact with Starfleet and you just got like, it wasn't like, hey, how you doing? It was, bam, we shot you in the face, son. I don't get that. And I am enjoying this back and forth between Picard, and I want to say every time I see him, I want to say Professor Xavier. But I'm enjoying that. But somebody brought
Between who? Picard and who?
Oh boy, who...
Because you didn't say who what the person you're talking about is.
Brett Spiner's character.
Oh, Dr. Alton Igneo Sung?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one who created Data.
Yes.
So what I would like to know is who is that other synth body for? Because Brendan, I want to get your name right. Brendan.
I think it was below.
No, Brendan Matthews.
Oh.
Told you, man, I don't get stuff wrong. 87 was the last time I was wrong.
He was wrong today too, y'all.
When?
That's why you owe me a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh. Yeah. Anyway, so he brought up anyone else thinks the synth body is for Picard because Picard is
sick,
and
probably dying terminally or something, whatever.
I didn't see it as Picard. I wondered, was it an idea of them trying to bring Data back? And that's what I was wondering is that you trying to recreate Data? That's where I was going. I don't know, but it's interesting that it could be Brendan Matthews was like, that could be for Picard, for him to not be about to die. And because he made that speech at the beginning of the episode, it was like, hey, I got some issues. Dr. Girardi was going to tell y'all anyway.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's not make a big deal about it. Let's go ahead and do this.
Let's keep moving. We
Like,
got some people to save.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed that moment between Picard and 7 and 9 when she was like, you just keep saving the universe. And then the Rafi, that was really good. I really like that.
Yeah.
But I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around once we got to the space hippie sense. And they're just like, peace, love. And I was just like...
Maybe something's going to flip in episode 2, part 2. This is a part 2, so...
They better, because
something could happen.
I'm just not... And maybe it's because I'm this way. When someone says they're trying to kill you, believe them. Narek's telling you I'm going to wipe you all out.
Yeah.
So... He's already killed your sister. His group has already infiltrated Starfleet and has killed other Sutra's pair, whatever, and whoever the ambassador was. We don't even know who his pair is.
Well, maybe that. We don't even know if that ambassador was a clone or a synth.
True, but I guess what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, believe these people who are telling you we are coming to kill you and wipe you out. Like they're not just mad because you did something to them. They want to exterminate you, and that bothers me. This lack of.
Yeah, and Sutra. Because Soji.
Yep.
Oh, so stupid. Hey, that's not cute.
Daj, Sutra, Soji, Jaina.
That ain't cute. It's not.
She is though.
Name them Becky, Susie.
No.
Stacy.
No.
Samantha.
Because I don't want to see the Star Trek Becky memes.
Yeah, then why not? But so she has the vision from Agnes. She gets it. She's like, okay, it's meant for us. And they say something like, oh, it's not necessarily evil. You just don't know how to understand it. Seems like it might be evil because she's trying to kill other people. I don't know.
You talk about Sutra?
Yeah.
I'm with Sutra and Team Dolores, so. I'm just saying, man. You try to exterminate me, I'm going to defend myself. And Sutra's the only person who seems like she's working with a full deck.
Yeah. But I just wonder if we're going to get maybe more clarification about that vision, hopefully, in part 2. Because it is just like... And
who's the vision from? I guess there's so many questions I have. And I love the episode, like the two of the favorite episodes for me were Broken Pieces recently. Broken Pieces and Absolute Candor. Because, one, the little girl Lulu Wilson who played Kestra was amazing. I love seeing Deanna Troi and Will Riker again, but also what they brought to the episode was great. Broken Pieces, when everybody sat down and put all their cards on the table, was great. We finally understand a lot of this. I feel like we're back to square one again, where we're like, what is going on? Because it just seems like the motivations don't make sense in a real world situation. If someone's telling you I'm coming to kill you, you don't literally be like, hey, want to be friends?
Yeah.
And that's what it seems like these synths, who are highly evolved, intelligent creatures, they have these people have shown, and Sutra seems to be the only one to call Picard on his BS and say, what do you want us to do?
Yeah.
This, we have seen what your people, what your kind have done in the past, have they not? And so I would like to see more of that philosophical debate. Maybe Picard can reach her, because he's trying to reach Soji. But I just feel like that it seems to fall into some of these tropes again of this peaceful organization and these murderous, vindictive, whatever you want to call them. In this show, we're calling them Romulans, just coming to wipe them out, and everybody's like, oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
I'm watching, side note, I'm watching Discovery. I'm enjoying Discovery.
Star Trek Discovery.
Yes, sorry, Star Trek Discovery. I'm enjoying it.
I'm going to be honest with you. Star Trek Discovery seems like, now watching Picard, and don't get me wrong, I'm really liking Picard. Discovery's making a little bit more sense than Picard is right now at this point in this juncture.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm only episode 5 or so.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fun. I like it. So.
How far, where are you in Discovery? What episode? 'Cause
they have the warp space engine with the tardigrade. The last thing I saw was this warp drive scientist used himself as part of the engine, and now he has some type of side effect because it goes on with the ominous music. Let's see what else. The captain, the admiral, the female admiral has just been taken by the Klingons.
Okay, yeah.
That happened because I think she was in the process of getting rid of the captain, being like, you don't need the ship anymore, but now she's gone.
Because he got PTSD.
Yeah. You about to shoot that woman in the face.
Yeah.
God. And the captain just named Michael Burnham. Michael Biehn. That's like an actor, isn't it? Whatever.
That's the man from Terminator and Aliens.
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's his real name.
All right, cool.
And Navy SEALs.
Yeah, I know names.
Man, tell you, boy. See what I deal with?
Michael is about to officially be on
the crew,
on the flight deck or whatever.
The bridge crew.
Yeah.
I need you to learn these terms.
I don't need them. You here? You're my lexicon. I'm good.
So yeah, I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for a couple episodes in when you and I'm like, I want to see what your reaction is.
Okay.
But
and did they set this up that the Vulcan family that adopted her was Spock's people in
Yes.
the first episode, and I just missed it?
Yes.
Oh, because I missed it at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I seen it, I was like, oh, it's Spock's people. So that's cool.
So if you hadn't been watching Star Trek, and guys, fill me in. Sarek, who is Spock's dad, it's universally known that's.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, because they just talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't let you in the academy because I gave that spot to my son Spock or whatever. He felt bad about it, and I kind of know just from the internet that Spock does eventually come to the show.
He does. In season
2 or something.
Season 2.
Okay. So cool.
Interesting. I would really like your take on where, at the end of this season, where it goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just long tangent, but I'm at this point in this season where Discovery was. I feel a little better about that show than I do here because some of the tropes in this show, I'm just not feeling. Okay. And again, I could be. That just really bothers me because it really bothered me in House of X, Powers of X, where the series was great in and of itself, and then when we get to the actual X books, I know we have X Force who are like their CIA and Strike Force, whatever, but it was this idea that people hated the mutants and they were like, oh wow, they killed Xavier. We should have expected that. How many times they tried to kill mutants? And as I'm reading, I'm seeing it, and so that's why I'm a little bothered by that. Other than that, I am liking the show. I'm really excited for this final episode. I don't know where the show goes because we
All I know is Whoopi Goldberg's in season 2.
Yep. So we know Picard makes it,
You're right.
and we know Whoopi's in it.
Yeah.
That's all we know.
That's all we know.
So it's going to be interesting if, because we've seen them not care, could they kill off a main character for season 2? Because we know there's a battle.
Best not be Rafi.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't want Rafi to go? Because D. Steezel, shout out to D. Steezel. Some people are not a real big fan of Rafi's character.
I don't like. Well, I like Michelle Hurd, so I just want to see her act.
Okay.
I don't.
Oh, correction. D. Steezel was saying he's not really feeling Dr. Girardi.
Yeah.
And so
I like Girardi. I like Alison Pill. She's fine.
I like everybody, and I guess I question. I hope my problem is we've seen it before. Somebody you don't give a lot of lines to, a lot of screen time, is the person you kill. So I'm hoping they don't kill Eleanor, and they end up killing somebody like Alison Pill's character, Dr. Girardi, as a sacrifice for the mistake she made for killing Bruce Maddox, to give Eleanor time in the second season. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna off somebody, that's my vote.
Alison Pill, see ya.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really like Alison Pill's character. I know some people are not really big fans of Alison Pill's character, but I feel like she was the most. No, it feels that, don't you?
Yeah. Feel like you. My spirit came out with that burp. All right.
I really like Alison Pill's character in the fact of she's a fish out of water. She's doing the best she can while being consumed with this vision of thinking, I really like her character and I would like to see it go. But if you're going to kill someone,
There we go.
that's just me.
If you're going to kill somebody, on that note, that's how we're going to end. If you're going to kill them, you can find us here, always on YouTube, also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, WOTX.com. We got actually a lot of good articles on WOTX.com. We put up that longer article with Kurt Hammett. We put up an article with...
Speaking of Kurt Hammett, every Monday Metallica's putting something on YouTube. Oh. They're calling it Metallica Monday, so check it out if you're a Metallica fan. They were supposed to be on tour, and they were supposed to be doing concerts, but I think they're uploading some things. I don't know if they're going to do like a mini concert like other people have been doing. John Legend and Chris Martin have done. There's been a lot of other people, so let's keep our fingers crossed.
You can also find stuff we did with Roy Thomas on WOTX.com, and of course here on YouTube. You can find a lot of different stuff we've done with famous people, friends of the show.
We'd also, so if you guys are looking for something good to read, we did a couple of videos about comics that are out or hot lists.
Leroy did. I might just ask questions.
And then we also interviewed Chuck Brown and Sanford Green about Bitterroot when it first came out.
Before Bitterroot got big.
Yeah, we were first.
That's right.
Right here.
Right here.
The two of us.
Little Columbia,
holding it down. So check out some of those videos. Is that it?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Right here.
And I think that's about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, live long and prosper.